What up, though? Episode 172 of the iHeartMiko podcast. Today is July 18th, 2019. As promised yesterday, this is the second episode of the week, and I'm joined by none other than Frank Nittyy. Hi, Frank Nittyy. Welcome back.
That's good, man.
How many times have you been on here? My God.
I lost count.
Yes. You like my digs? You like the studio?
This is dope.
You like
this is super dope. I'm feeling this. It's
Network
hot.
Studios is holding me down for the summer while I'm in LA. I don't know how I'm going to replace them when I go back to Florida. It's
You
gonna be a
can't. It
sad
don't look
situation.
like you can't. Yeah.
But anyway, welcome back once again. My faithful listeners know that you were on majority of the summer last year, and that's because I was covering the Drew League every weekend and interviewing the top player and the performers of the week. And you were there just about every single weekend except one, I believe.
I was about to say almost everyone. Almost.
I think there was only one.
Yeah.
That you weren't on there for. And then I had you last on the draft of the Big Three.
Oh, yeah.
When you weren't
dope.
drafted, but drafted. I don't even know what that was.
They pulled me off the board, so nobody could steal me. That's what that was. So I got picked negative number one.
Negative number one. So you was actually better than number one.
Bingo.
Technically.
And promoted. All in the same thing.
Okay. We're going to get into all the Drew League stuff, Big Three stuff. But before we do that, I wanted to ask you some questions that I didn't ask you before. Because it's hard to think of things to ask you since you've been on so many times.
Yeah, I agree.
So I got something good to ask you.
All right.
Okay. So are you I know that you're married. 2 children.
I am. Correct.
How old is your son?
He is 11.
And your daughter is
6.
6,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
So there's a viral video going around. Have you seen it? Of a father beating the brakes off of his daughter.
That's literally what it is, too. He was
beating her ass.
Oh, man.
She's 12, and she
Okay.
got caught fucking
At 12?
in the house.
Oh, man. That's rough, see?
He's beating her ass. Are you the authoritative parent? Or are you the marshmallow? Which one are you? A good cop or bad cop?
I'm the authoritative parent.
You are?
They know not to play with me, yeah.
My God.
All I got to do is look, though. I don't got to say too much. I just got to give them a look, and they know what time it is.
Yeah, see, usually it is the man, but I'm the authoritative one in my family.
Really? See,
Yes.
it changes up from every household. It just depends, where you came from and all that.
Yeah, my husband likes to be the nice guy. He likes to be like the kid.
See,
the fun. He's the fun guy.
See, I'm both though. I'm the fun guy and I'm the mean guy. So I'm not really the marshmallow one though. Like the mom get all that. They get all the loves and
I
hugs
get that
and
at
all
night.
Yeah, same
the
here.
Snuggles and all that at night.
Same here, but they always want to play with me though.
So, but you have an 11-year-old son.
Correct.
What you say? He's young Nitty, little Nitty. He just
Lil
done
Nitty.
made himself little Nitty on Instagram.
Drill session, yeah, man.
He
He made
ain't
himself.
You say he ain't earned the nickname
No,
yet?
he ain't earned it or nothing. He just gonna take his nickname. I'm like, all right, go ahead. But he in the gym with my high school coach. They came and got me off a skateboard right now. So we gonna see what it do. I'm just glad he picked it up on his own.
That's dope. He's 11.
11.
This little girl was 12. Fucking.
Yeah, that's that's a lot to comprehend, man. Because it's like, man, how, like, where, why, like, how is that even her state of mind at that age?
What would you do? What would you do if you walked in on little Nitty banging somebody?
My nigga.
My son or my daughter?
Your daughter or son? Which
We would have to say daughter.
Is there a difference?
100% there's a difference.
What's the difference?
To me,
Yeah.
to me, it. To be honest, I've always said this: when they get of age,
Mm-hmm.
I've always heard people tell their son, go off and sow your royal oats and do whatever you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got a daughter, and don't nobody just tell their daughter like, yo, go sow your royal oats.
Right.
Go do what you need to do. Like, nah, it's not. So I feel like as parents, I know everybody hate that it should be even and all that, but I mean, it is what it is for a reason. I mean, it's basically upbringing. So that's how I was raised. My dad didn't say much when we was out.
Fucking.
I didn't say all that, but before the street lights, went off. But my sister ever came, home when the street lights was off already. She got in crazy trouble, and we got, a slap on the back or something like that. But I think it's upbringing. But what I would do, everybody parent different. Everybody parent different. I don't know how I would handle a situation like that. But if I was to discipline my child, I wouldn't do it for the world to see. I think that's where he went wrong at.
Who do you think was holding the camera?
See what I mean? Like
somebody
that's
was holding the camera, and then they posted.
It had to
this.
be the mom. The mom was as mad. But I mean, you can't say anything about how anyone else parents because
this is not your child. It's not your situation.
Thank you.
This is my thing. So you bring up the whole the men allowed their sons to go sow their oats. I don't think that you guys are realizing that when you do that, you're sending them off to sow those oats with somebody's daughter.
This is true.
You have a daughter, so somebody's going to send their son off to sow their oats in your daughter.
I'm gonna treat mine equally. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna still discipline them both equally. And when it's time to let I'm not gonna hover over my kid's son or daughter. I'm gonna treat them equally. I'm gonna give them a fighting chance. I feel like a lot of people don't get that. We don't get that as people. We don't have the head start that most other people have.
Right.
So I want to kind of mix that up and just make it even for both of them.
Okay. I think when I looked at the video, there was a couple of things that bothered me. One is that he was like asking her if she wanted to be a hoe.
Oh.
And just that language right there is like, she's still 12. You want her to be 12, but you're talking to her like she's an adult. And then you want to fuck? You want to keep fucking? And I'm just like, what? This is backwards. Wait.
No, that was crazy. When I was listening to it and just watching the way he was, abusing her, I was like, man, that's hard on a 12-year-old girl, man. So
yeah.
I thought I'm a disciplinary father as well, and I thought that was a lot for a girl. But I mean, again, it's not my kid. I don't know their upbringing. She might be a tough girl. She might be a little tomboy out here. So he might see her as like one of his sons or something. But I mean, I don't know. Something like that is you can't really judge. I don't judge anybody. Like live your life how you see fit.
I believe in physical discipline. Let's just put that out there. But that was way too far from me.
Over the top. I agree.
And my husband doesn't believe in physical discipline in any fashion. So we butt heads on that. We met in the middle. A couple of disciplinary things. He was raised a little white, I want to say.
Okay.
I don't know that many white kids that get their ass whooped.
Man, I live in Orange County, and I can tell you, I've seen a lot of them run amok.
And they get to run that muck, cussing their parents out and telling them to shut up and everything. And so the first thing I started to think about is, this father, he might have pressure on him as well. Like his stress level may be high, and in our community, a lot of us aren't making it well. And the thought of potentially bringing another mouth to feed into the house at 12, that's scary.
I mean, I feel like as a man, you just don't want your daughter to end up in a situation, not the whole situation. I don't want my daughter to end up with a kid, at 12 or 13, because there's so much life she's going to miss out on. There's going to be so much she's not going to be able to do. She's already going to set herself back, like that head start I was just talking about. Like, you already taking steps back. I mean, like, having a kid is beautiful and great, but have it when, you're never really ready, but have it when you're ready. So, I mean, so to speak, is basically just you shouldn't be moving that fast at 12. That's right. That's really fast.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp sent me the video, and he wanted my opinion on it. He was like, what would you do if this was your son? And what I said to him is, I think the father missed out on a teachable moment.
Very teachable.
I think that he should have, because now she gonna still be fucking. Now that she knows what dick is like,
It's gonna be sneakier.
Now she's gonna sneak. Now she's never gonna trust you
100%.
to become, she's gonna be afraid that she's gonna get beat again.
100%.
And so I just feel like, sometimes we have to, as parents, we react. We're natural humans, normal.
We mistakes.
React, we make mistakes. But I would tell that parent to use that as a teachable moment. Talk to her about life, about what it means to have a child that young, about what it would mean to have an STD, incurable STD.
So I got a question then.
Yes.
What if, because we don't know, what if he was that parent that was letting her go on dates or letting the boy be around, letting them text in private? Like, okay, like that was him trusting her. What if he went in and broke that? What if she went in and broke that trust?
I still don't think it warrants a beating like that.
Oh, no. Of course not.
But I still think it's a teachable moment. You have to tell her like what it means. Like you're being an adult right now, and you don't have no adult money. You don't have no coins.
That part.
You don't have a roof over your head. You don't have a job. You're not even able to work. You haven't even gotten out of middle school yet.
Man, that's middle school?
Yes.
Oh,
that's sixth grade.
Man. She probably trying to end up on 16 and pregnant. You know, they get a bag.
Oh, my God. It's not worth it because a lot of them still live in that trailer park. If you look at the show, they are all still struggling. They live with their parents, most of them still, too.
Oh, man.
So clearly the bag clearly isn't worth it.
Yeah, nah.
I just wanted to hear your opinion on that because you have a boy who's coming of squirt age.
Honey, what did she just say?
Squirt age.
This is true.
Well, what's the age normally that men start to want the woman?
Oh, it's already an issue.
He's already there?
Yeah, it's already issues. Like a year ago, me and wifey was laughing at his iPad text messages. But what was funny was, because I let him talk and do whatever. I got to let him be a kid. Let him make mistakes on his own. And then, we'll talk and handle it how we see fit. But it was funny. He was texting a girl and she had this conversation with him. And she was asking him about them. And then he was like, well, aren't you with so-and-so? She was like, let's not worry about him right now. This is me and you.
Gangsta shit.
This is, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They are in elementary. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. I posted it on Instagram, like just laughing at it. And I probably got one of the craziest responses from a little bit of everybody. And everybody was laughing like, who is this girl?
What was this?
This is like a year ago.
Oh, I didn't know you then.
Oh, see, it was there like a year ago. So it was funny though, just watching them interact. And I recently got a complaint from one of the teachers at the TLC programs after school, and he was I guess one of the teachers heard him ask somebody, "You want to be my girlfriend?"
That's like, illegal.
I'm new in Orange County, and teachers ain't supposed to hear that in elementary. I mean, I don't know the rules. But I just had the conversation with him like, look, slow your roll. If you're gonna do it, don't do it in front of nobody with authority. So. It's a lot of teachable moments with being a father, but I'm loving every minute of it.
Good luck, because let me just say this to you. Let me just say this to you. You're going to be setting the example with Lil Nitty for your daughter. So she's watching. She's going to be looking. So all the things you allow him to get away with.
Yeah, got to be equal.
And especially he's going to be teaching her as well. Yeah. So if you're allowing him to be disrespectful to girls and to do all that, he's going to tell his sister what he's doing, and she's going to think, oh,
it's okay to do it.
This is what I'm supposed to be doing at that age. So just be cautious of trying not to play that the same way.
Nah, I got you. I'm gonna keep the same energy. Standard. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna keep the same energy with both of them, and I'm gonna give them a little bit of freedom. So we're gonna see how it go.
I can't wait. I'm nervous. My son is 8, and he's not really. He's had girlfriends, but they're like little elementary girlfriends. He just wants to buy them stuff and invite them over to swim. Like he's not really.
See, we ain't there yet. I'm glad we ain't there yet.
Oh yeah, he has play dates with girls.
Oh,
I set up
you
a lot
in more
of
trouble than I am.
No. I set him up because I don't want him to just play with boys all the time. I want him to know how. I'm teaching him how to treat a woman. Okay. So I have he has a play date today with 2 girls and 1 boy. One of the boys in high school. He had a high school friend. One of my friends. All my friends' kids are older than mine. They had kids at a normal age. But he has 2 girls on the play date too, and I just want to see how he treats women. Like I want chivalry, I want manners. I want to see these things early. So if I wait too late, then it's too late.
I'm about to give up all my manners if I hold the door open for one more person at Chipotle and they order 10 bowls in front of me. Listen to me. I'm never again. I swear, never again.
Oh my God! Just be nice.
I got
it's okay. So let's hop over to some basketball talk. You're like officially a pro now. You are taking care of your family with basketball.
Yeah. You know what? You know when that hit me real quick?
What?
When I was talking to their management guys that handle like the Instagram and everything. When they was like, we got like a whole mock-up of why we can't really post you in the first couple weeks because the pros can't play yet.
Oh, and they couldn't post you.
I was like, I was wondering why,
you felt the way?
I did. I felt the way like, wait a minute.
I'm a 3-time back-to-back.
It's not even that.
MVP.
I'm just homegrown. Like I ain't.
Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with home.
I ain't no NBA dude. I ain't nobody. I'm right here in the hood, man. This is home.
You're a pro.
Like that. Yeah, that's once they told me that I shut up.
How does it feel?
I don't feel it yet. I don't get paid enough.
What do you mean? You don't work anymore though.
I don't, but I don't get paid enough.
What do you? It's not worth it. Are you feeling
No, being able to play basketball and take care of the family is worth it. That's all I ever wanted to do. So it's worth it, but
you're
I
your
still
own
don't
boss.
feel like I'm a pro.
You're your own boss right now.
To an extent, yeah.
You are. You get to choose where you want to play. You get to pick
This is true.
who you want to give your life to.
That's true.
You know, when you have a 9 to 5, you got to clock in. Somebody else is telling you when to be there, what time. You got to wear a badge. Somebody else's uniform.
Kind of the same thing. I still got to wear a uniform. I still got to be there when it's time to practice.
No. But you choose. You choose, right?
That's true.
You actually choose, and you can kind of quit when you want. You can move the way you want.
Yeah, you can.
It's a little different.
That's true.
Right?
I agree.
What's the biggest difference for you? And like I told you, like I said before, you're playing in the Big Three. You've been playing the Drew League forever.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest difference is as far as competition level with the Big Three and the Drew League?
I just think physicality sets them apart.
Who?
The Big Three from the Drew. I feel like it's the same talent level. I'm still going up. It's still hard. I mean, it's just the only difference is, you got Hall of Fame coaches or NBA All-Stars you're going up against, you know, every night. But the physicality difference is, that there ain't no fouling out in the Big Three.
Well, you get 3 in the first half. You got to sit out.
Yeah, but then you back in the second half, and it's only just 25. So
that's true.
And 4 quarters are an actual game. You don't want to sit out. You scared to pick up that foul.
Yeah.
You got a layup or something like that. Like I had one of the NBA guys or one of the Big Three guys tell me like I had a layup for game, and before I can even pick the ball up, he fouled me like crazy hard just to hurry up and pick up a foul. Because I mean, realistically, it didn't matter. You just get the ball back at the top, you reset the play. Like if you pick up that foul late in the game and you sitting out for the rest of the game, now that changes the whole game.
Yeah.
So little stuff like that kind of differentiates the leagues, but they're both competitive.
One of the rules of the Big Three that I like my favorite rule, honestly, is the 3-point foul rule. I like that if you foul someone shooting a 3, in the NBA, we see James Harden, we see a lot of these guys doing that pump fake shot, leaning into you to get the 3, to get 3 free throws. In the Big Three, if you get fouled shooting a 3, you got to take a 3-point shot.
Yeah, you do.
That's like one of my favorite rules. Do you have a favorite rule in the Big Three? Or something that's different than the league?
Do I have a favorite rule? I like when you get fouled too. So I think once you get over the limit in fouls, if you score and you get fouled, like you get an and one, you get the ball back.
Lit.
So, yeah. I mean, it didn't work out for us too well last week because we was in that position. But I like that. I feel like, that puts them on their heels and makes it where they can't foul.
And it's a benefit if you make the free throw.
Exactly.
It's a bonus.
Even if you make the free throw, because it's one free throw for 2 points, and you
2,
still get the ball back.
Yeah.
So that's a dope rule. I just wish the games didn't end on free throws, but that's out of my control.
That's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys lost. You took your first L last week to Trilogy.
Yeah.
A lot of shit talking in that game. Kenyon Martin was the first person I've heard really come for you. He came for you, dog.
He did.
He was yelling.
Everybody else came for me, but
not like him.
He won. That's all. He won
the game.
That's the difference.
Him and his teammates were yelling that you were the key to winning because they feel like you have no jump shot. He actually said you haven't made a jump shot the entire season.
It's cool. I got a highlight coming for that Big Three thing anyway. I got plenty of jump shots, and I actually have a 3-point game.
We know
winner.
he was lying.
Yeah.
He was lying, but he's talking his shit. What did it feel like? This is Kenyon Martin. I mean, it's not like he's going to be in the Hall of Fame or anything, but he's an
NBA guy.
An NBA guy. He played multiple years. Went to the playoffs, played well. What was it like to have somebody like him yelling at you on the sideline?
Man, I quit my 9 to 5 2 years ago. I got NBA guys pissed at me right now. They are so mad. I'm not supposed to be here.
You're not.
I'm not. So I love it, man. I love it. Keep that. I told him to his face, keep that same energy. Like, we're going to play him again. And I had an off night, my first off night. You heard what they said. I'm the key to winning games. So if that's how they feel, I mean, they already feeling the type of way. I'm already winning. So I'm not worried about it too much. The best shooters in the world have off nights.
Right. So your first step. Man, it seems like illegal in the Big Three. You shouldn't. Most of these guys are washed. Let's keep it real. And if they aren't washed, they're definitely going into the washer soon. And here you are, this young, spry, newly
Man,
pro.
I'm 30, man. Stop calling me young.
No, you're young
man.
as far as your basketball age.
This is true.
And so you're out here like everybody's gonna start guarding you like Rondo and Ben Simmons.
I hope so. I
And
pray.
and what are you gonna do differently now that you know it's been happening the entire season?
Thank
but now
you.
I feel like
Thank you.
it's a known thing now because Kenyon Martin made it a thing, and so I feel like you're gonna get guarded like that a lot more. What are you guys planning to do to counter that?
But there is no counter. We're going to do the same thing we've been doing. We're 3-1 with that same recipe. So if everybody want to keep taking L's, if you want to bank on me having an off night, go ahead. Like if you watch every game besides that one, came into the game, mid-range jumper, up. Now they got a guard. Up, now it's a blow by. Now it's a driving kick. How you going to I'm already winning if you going to let me shoot jumpers.
Yeah.
I'm not no disrespect. I'm not Ben Simmons. I'm going to take the shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right.
So I'm not worried about that, man. I'm going to go out there, play my game, be aggressive, and, you know, I'm here. So I'm going to do whatever's got me here.
We out here. You are fourth in assists in the big three behind, I believe, Joe Johnson, Royce White, Deshaun Stevenson. These are all NBA guys. I believe, not saying you're people kind of get you mixed up because you do take a lot of shots. You're a volume shooter, but people really underestimate your passing skills and your passing ability. And what I've noticed watching you in the big three is you are blowing by people and the help comes and you are gladly passing the ball, like gladly passing the ball. How does it feel having Steven Jackson, Josh Powell, and hopefully CJ whenever he gets back? These guys who are
Dante, he
who
knocking
are
down
accomplished.
shots.
Like, how easy is it for you guys? Because I have you guys as a top three on my roster. I would put you higher if Trilogy wasn't looking, if the triplets wasn't looking the way they look.
No, they look good.
And if Coutinho's out, but if Power wasn't looking the way they look, and then enemies only have one loss, and that was without Gilbert Arenas and Royce White. How is it feeling your roster? How would you match your roster up with these other top rosters in the big three?
We've said it from day one. Everybody got all the names and all the praise. We just gonna come out there and play hard. I don't really think about matching up my roster with anybody else's because at the end of the day, they got to guard us too. So it's not really anything about matchups. I feel like the toughest games are going to be the bigger teams because you know they're going to do the same thing, back me down from the 3-point line. So
I kicked you.
no, you're good. That's going to be the toughest games, the bigger teams. But I mean, that's nothing we've seen that all season. They had to figure something else out because that wasn't working too well.
Yeah, I've noticed that you guard the big guys pretty well. I like your technique. I like your tactic. You let them bang you a little bit. Then when you get that one down low, you kind of pull the chair out under them, make them look a little stupid.
Yep.
And then, you just stand your ground because there's not really much you can do once they've got you down there.
There's not much you can do. I mean, they gonna use their strength as they should. I mean, it's smart. But at the same time, they're just tiring themselves out, and my age gonna kick in at one point. So.
And then they got to turn around and guard you.
That part.
So you guys are 3-1. You're headed to Oklahoma this weekend to play the only team without a win. That's one of the best things you can do coming off of your first loss.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
Because they know they coming in with just as much fire because they know we beatable.
They not.
They know we just lost. But me and Stack Jack was already talking. It just sucks for the next team because they're going to get all of it.
That's good. I feel like this is a good matchup for you guys. Deshaun Stevenson, obviously, they've got a big guy down low. McDonald, I believe, a problem.
Yeah, he is.
The rest of the roster doesn't seem like it's going to be too much of it. But how are you guys? Are you looking at it like we still got to get up and play? These are still, pros. Yeah. Or is it like, you know what, we really should just take advantage and get back to where we were and bust their ass?
A little bit of both. We going out with the same mentality. We're going to take care of business. We don't take anybody lightly. But they going to feel everything that, we didn't get to let out last game. So it's going to be a fight for sure.
Wow. In the Drew League, I've obviously watched you guard James Harden, DeRozan. You damn near took Denzel Valentine's NBA career last summer. Would you give him a 40 piece?
44.
44 ball?
But and you know why that was though?
Why?
Because they said he was saying the same thing. Kenyon was saying, let him shoot. It's gonna it's gonna be a long. They don't know yet. It's gonna be a long day. Once Oak get used to me and just let me play a little more, we gonna have fun, man. We gonna have some fun.
Well, I want to ask you this: is there anyone in the big three that you look at and just keep it real with me, please? Is there anybody that you really can't wait to bust their ass to just
To score on like that?
yes,
No, not really, because I don't think of it like that. I'm trying to kill everybody out there.
everybody can get it.
Everybody.
No
ain't
personals.
ain't no person. It ain't personal, it's just business. So I'm
And I
trying
used to mark people's names on a calendar when I played. Like, yo, I'm about to cook her. I cannot wait.
Nah, I'm trying to cook everybody on the calendar.
Damn. I think it's because
Everybody.
I didn't get as many people. It wasn't as many people to cook when I played.
I
So
got
it was
you, I
like
got
games
you.
that I can't
You
front,
look
that I
forward to
really
too.
looked up to. And I was
Okay.
just like, oh, I'm about to give her. But I didn't give 40s. 30 was my goal. Like, I'm going to give her 30.
Nobody go out there and be like, I'm gonna get 40. I don't even think like that. And if you
I used to
ask,
think I'm going to give 30. Dead ass.
that's crazy. That's a good mentality to have, though.
I'm telling you.
I'm aggressive enough.
All right, so the Big Three released 4 players recently: Lamar Odom, Jermaine O'Neal, Baron Davis, and Bonzi Wells. And the reason they gave is because these players are basically taking up space, and I guess it didn't appear that they were in shape. It wasn't a situation. I think one of the guys, there was a heart condition for
Jermaine, yeah.
Jermaine, so that's different.
Very different.
But these other guys were just not playing and taking a roster spot and collecting a check. Some guys around the league were bothered by that they were released. Some guys felt like, yeah, get them out of here. We need bodies that are ready to play.
That wasn't me. I just want to throw that out. I ain't had no say so in that.
what is your opinion on it? Don't try to.
Oh man, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, man. If they want the league to grow, you gotta take care of little things like that, man. I think there should have been a conversation had, but we don't know what was had. But from the way that a couple of the players, responded, that I saw went straight to Instagram or released, press information. It didn't look like they were told anything. So
yeah, but they said there was a meeting with multiple players in the front office.
Oh.
So I don't know who those players are, but you guys might have like your own players organization or your
an
union
NBA
or something.
PB or something like that.
So they said there were players that they actually met with.
Wow.
And it was everybody. It was at least a majority agreement that these players should be released.
It was nobody on Killer 3, I can tell you that much, because we was just as shocked. I talked to a few of the guys, and I was just as shocked myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, come on, man, that spot could have went to me.
Yeah.
If I didn't get the job, I would have hated, watching a team be down a man when I can, contribute. So I can't say, that I would have kicked them out, but I sure can't say that, I wouldn't have. I mean, I want to check too. I need to provide for my family too. Like most of these guys are stable. Most of these guys had long careers in the NBA. I don't know what, they did with their money, but hopefully it's still there. But I treat this as, going out playing passion and heart and taking care of the family.
Fair. I thought they should have got the hell out of there as well. What I do know is you need these names to
attract
the crowd.
Build the brand.
I get that part of it. That's business. But at the end of the day, the people that are paying their money to come to the games, if they're on the bench, what's the purpose? You know what I mean?
And I think that was some of the fans' concerns too. I read the comments every now and then. I like to stay, down to earth for the most part. And I felt like a lot of people like, oh, I was coming to see him play. It was like he wasn't gonna play anyway. So it was a few of those that I saw. People were kind of disappointed that their favorite players that they watched growing up weren't going to be playing because they were injured or on reserve or whatever. So I think the Big Three is kind of listening to that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was a smart move, and you have to think about who your consumer. That's what's more important than anything, because if you don't have the asses in the seats, then it doesn't matter what superstars you have on the roster if they're not actually going to play.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Speaking of playing, a lot of movement, what I call musical chairs, took place this offseason in the NBA. You and I have had some discussions about some of the movements, and I want to get your opinion on record because the text messages don't count. I want it on record. So let's get to this best backcourt. I need your opinion. And I understand Clay's going to be out for a little while, but we just going to, we're going to put him in the best backcourt discussion with him and Steph.
Okay.
We're going to have your boy who you went to college with.
Okay.
Dame and McCollum. The two West Coast niggas are back together, Harden and Westbrook. And then we have Mitchell and Conley in Utah.
I forgot they signed him.
Best backcourt. What's up?
Harden, Westbrook.
Why is that?
You can't really, ain't nothing you can do with them. They gonna get numbers, and I feel like if you don't need defense if you can score the ball the way they can.
Oh.
Yeah. It's that type of
You
NBA.
know there's one ball though, right?
Everybody keeps saying that. They said that with Chris Paul too.
Yeah, and that's why that's actually why they did it.
They worked. If you look at the numbers in the record, they worked, but
I think a lot of that work was James Harden. I have to say.
And Westbrook's going with James Harden. James Harden's going to be able to do the same thing and be able to, he's a guy who can put the little stuff to the side. I feel like he's good at being a bigger person. He's played with a lot of James.
James is, but I'm talking about, what about Westbrook? Do you think, a part of Westbrook's issues to me, and it's not like I know him personally or anything like that, but what I gather based on interviews and the way he plays, stats matter to him. Like his numbers matter. And that may have been an Oklahoma thing because he's in a small market and they didn't have another way to get the asses in the seats. And it's like, look, we got a triple-double every night. Gotcha. Come see us. So it appeared that was an important stat for him. Can he take a back seat to his homeboy? He doesn't have a jump shot. Harden is used to dribble penetration, kicking his shooters. What happens if he dribble penetrates, kicks it to this guy? He can't shoot the ball. How does that all turn out?
I feel like everybody is jumping the gun.
Are we?
Why does he have to settle? Why he can't drive, kick, and get downhill too and do what he's been doing, create for other people as well. He's another creator. I would love to have a person that I can drive and kick to, and then they can get downhill and find another open man. That makes this offense flow so much better. I don't think he's going to sit out there and settle for jumpers when you got, all the players he's going to have around him, especially if James is driving and kicking. I mean, he might cut to the basket. I mean, like I said, everybody's just jumping the gun. I feel like it's going to work. I'm not saying they're going to go out there and win the championship.
Oh, okay.
But both of those guys are scorers, and it's
both MVPs. They're the only ones that have 2 MVPs. I will give them that on separate teams, obviously. But who cares if you don't get out of the first round? Are they getting out of the first round?
It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard.
Who's in their conference?
I just named some other backcourts. You want me to name Utah, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors, the Trailblazers.
I forgot they over there.
So what does this matter if they're not getting out of the first round?
They're going to get out of the first round.
Yes?
We're going to go on record.
You go on record with that?
On record. They getting out of the first round. And then we're going to go back to this and be like, Frank said it. Before nobody even, they're going to get out of the first round.
They out of the first round.
Easily.
I don't see it if they're at number 7 or 8
You think they're going to do that bad?
I think that they're not that dope. I don't think that they're going to be that great together.
Who did Houston lose? Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. They lost.
They still got Gordon.
They still got Gordon. They still got the majority of their roster. The problem is that roster still didn't do anything really. They didn't get to the championship.
I think you added a dog though. That's going to change that.
Respect.
I think you added a dog.
Respect. And with that in mind, best duos: LeBron, AD, KD, Kyrie, Kawhi, PG, Russ, Harden, Giannis, Middleton, Steph, Clay, Dame, CJ, Luka, Kristaps, Ben, Embiid, Jokic, Murray.
Well, that's tough. I got to go with LeBron and AD.
Reason.
I gotta. They just dominant, man. Like when you watch the game, like Kawhi was another one of those guys that I watched and it was like, there's just nothing you can do. It's not a lot of times you look at a game and you realize that. And with those guys, man, it's just AD, LeBron, Kawhi. It's just nothing you can do. Like when you watch them play, like you literally, at their mercy.
You're at their mercy, yeah. So who do you think comes? Because I feel bad talking about the East and making it like, oh, the East, whatever. Everybody's talking about the West. So, but who do you think comes out of the West? Who's going to the championship out of the West, in your opinion?
I think that should be light over there.
I think everybody's going to be. I think everybody's going to win as many games as they did last year because everybody's going to be balling. It's going to be tough. If there's going to be certain nights that you don't get up or injuries or taking nights off. And
that's one thing people got to realize too. Like people go down and it messes up. Like you saw it with LeBron last year. Like it messed up their whole
changes with
playoff
injury.
run.
And that's why when people try to say that there's an asterisk near Kawhi's championship in Toronto. I don't agree with that.
No, I don't either.
I say a chip is a chip.
A chip is a chip.
Y'all wasn't y'all bad for not being healthy.
When Kawhi went down and in that series with the Spurs,
yeah.
Did nobody say, there's an asterisk next to Golden State? Everybody was back on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
Here come our parade. So I said it when I watched it all happen. I was like, man, it's their time. It's meant for Toronto to win it. So that's how you got to look at it. You can't look at it as if they didn't go down, if this didn't go down. Ain't no if. You win, you win.
Mm-hmm. But that's why I think that what's underestimated a lot of times, like people are always constantly talking about LeBron's age and, he's declining. The man went to the finals 8 years in a row without an injury. Without an injury, that's a savage right there. And I think that people underestimate health in the NBA because you already have 82 games, and then you have approximately, depending on how many games you win in the series, 28 games after that to get to the championship.
Yeah.
That's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games.
So if you're not, your body, like Chris Paul, if you're not capable of holding on, then that's an L for your team.
100%.
So I think health is very important, and it's also something you use to your advantage if you have healthy guys.
Yeah, you got to, especially like having a bench is huge. Like that's been such a stress factor for a lot of people lately and reporters. I've been like listening, and the bench has been the determining factor. The reason why Toronto won it is because they had Van Fleet and a couple other guys come off the Warriors didn't have that.
Yeah.
You don't have anybody that can come off the bench and give you 15.
They gave up their bench to get Durant, remember?
Exactly. So, who was the guy that won 3 times in a row? What was his name?
I forgot, but he went to Toronto. Yeah.
He went to Toronto and
he got his three-peat.
See what I mean? So it's like you got to have a bench, man. If you want to win, you got to have a bench, and I feel like that's going to be the determining factor in this next season with everybody having, an even team. Your bench is going to be your most important part.
Yeah. So I want to give you something. This page I follow called Statline, they had this thing called Hot Takes for 2019-2020 season. Tell me which one you think is most believable. The first one says neither the Lakers or the Clippers finish as the 1 seed. The Pacers finish as a top 2 seed. The Knicks finish as a top 8 seed. The Bucks do not finish as a top 2. And the Warriors finish as a top 3. Do you need to look at that?
I would say the Pacers. Let me see.
What do you think of those hot takes?
No way Pacers are finishing as a top 2 seed.
They got a good squad.
They don't have a top 2 seed squad.
Respect.
Neither Lakers or Clippers. They wild with this. Who posted this?
It's just hot takes. It's not like it's real. It's just, like.
I got you. I don't see the Warriors finishing top 3 either.
Oh, so that's your one?
Yeah, I don't see that.
This is the first year?
Yeah, the Warriors gotta rebuild.
It's a rebuilding year.
Yeah, it's their time, man. They had a dynasty for a while.
5 years.
Dynasty's gone, and now it's you over here with the Lakers. Oh, well, Lakers ain't bad no more. We ain't bad no more, so it's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, there's a little bit of rumors about D'Angelo Russell going to the Warriors and them really just using him to just trade him off.
Oh.
Did you hear anything about that?
I heard it, but I didn't think it was true. What you think?
Oh, yeah. I heard that
that's great bait.
Orlando Magic dunk contest. Oh, what's his name? Gordon?
Aaron
Gordon is who they're eyeing for a trade with D'Angelo Russell.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see him fitting their system though.
Well, Iggy's gone. He could be upgrade of Iguodala.
Upgrade Iggy, okay.
So do you think that it's a good move to get rid of D'Angelo, or do you think they should keep him?
I would keep D'Angelo. He fit their system.
What happens when Clay's back? Do you have 3 guards like that in your 1, 2, 3?
You had it before.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Who? They only had 2.
I guess KD ain't. KD's KD.
7 feet tall.
KD's KD. This is true.
Yeah.
Ain't no other guard his height.
Yeah. He can guard a 3, 4.
Yeah, and they don't have no. I mean, you can put Clay on a 3, but then you leaving D'Angelo with a 2.
And Steph can't guard nobody.
Ain't that the truth, Ruth?
We know that.
Hey, we're going to get off Steph, man.
I'm just keeping it real.
That was my favorite player in college.
I love Steph, but he can't guard nobody.
They do put him on an island. And I think the best team to exploit that was the Rockets.
Yeah.
That's why they gave him such a hard time.
So do you think they should keep D'Angelo? Is it a good idea to keep him?
I'd bring him off the bench.
But, whoa.
I'd bring him off the bench.
That's an ego. Ooh. Ooh.
It's an ego. I mean, you going to the Warriors. I mean, whenever you go into a team as good as that or a dynasty like that, you got to have something in mind.
D'Angelo led his team to the playoffs last year.
And he was an all-star.
And he was an all-star.
Yeah,
you really think he's coming off the bench?
I mean, for me, I mean that's talk they should have. But for me, I mean, I would love to have somebody like him come off the bench.
I don't think his ego.
But the trade bait makes more sense.
We would see so many videos of people cheating on their wives if they pulled this man off the bench. Dog.
I agree the trade makes more sense, but I just think D'Angelo fit their system better. But I don't see him coming off the bench after the year he had. So,
yeah, he can't. That would be very disrespectful.
The year he had was insane. But I'm selfish. I would love to see him come off the. I'm a winner. I'm a little different. And I ain't in the league.
Not for this team, I wouldn't. If KD was on the team, I would gladly come off the bench. But I couldn't.
I was about to say, we don't even know what their team going to look like next year.
I mean, I do. I have the roster, but it looks all right. But without him, it's better. I think they need to go get somebody. I don't think they need him. I don't think they need D'Angelo.
Who's starting?
Steph, I can tell you.
Clay's out for the whole year.
Not really. He'll be back.
He's out for the whole year.
Though.
Yeah, he out for the whole year, man. He ain't going to come back next year and just be fine.
Not like fine, but, good enough. You don't think so?
Not top 3 to see good enough.
Yeah, I feel you. So next year they have Green, obviously. Cauley Stein. They picked him up from the Kings. D'Angelo Russell, Steph Curry, and Robinson.
Robinson?
Yeah. He's a new guy. Shooting for small forward.
Let me see him. What Robinson is that? Oh, they still have McKinney. Oh, I don't know Robinson. I like McKinney though.
I'm not coming off the bench with this squad. I'm just not going to do that. I would rather be moved.
I agree.
Send me to the Lakers where I belong.
Yeah,
he's needed actually.
Who's the 2? Who's the starting 2?
He is.
Oh yeah. McKinney. He taller though, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, you can't come on the bench.
No, can't. Please, Warriors, y'all want to make a trade, send him to the Lakers. That's where he should have went anyway. Kawhi was bullshitting, taking too long to make decisions, so he dipped on us.
Nah, Kawhi had to make sure he can get somebody over there to help him. If I was Kawhi, I wouldn't do it either. I'm not going to be the best player in the NBA and go play with it.
I would have put my damn feet up.
You gotta take a back seat though when you do that.
Whatever. He's proven he has nothing else to prove now.
But he's still hungry though.
Yeah, I mean you gonna get another chip with the Lakers if you come over here.
He wanna
just
really
hit set shots.
He wanna really do
hit
it.
Set shots and slap the ground and just guard niggas and get a chip.
That's probably not fun to him though.
Man, people are tripping.
And then a lot of people listen, like KD, he listen to what people say. So at the back of his head, he probably like, yo, I ain't trying to go to the Lakers with LeBron and AD. Like, that's probably,
Respect.
I didn't see that working anyway.
Me neither.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Well, we're going to get out of here. I thank you so much for joining me. Good luck this weekend in Oklahoma. Good luck with the rest of the season. Good luck. I expect to see you guys here in LA in the championship, not the 3 and 4 game, the 1 and 2 game. There's a third and fourth place game
I got
also.
You. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome though. That's dope.
Yeah. There's gonna be 2 games here. You first the pre playoffs are in New Orleans.
Okay.
There's 8 teams, and then there's 4 to go to the championship here at Staples Center, September 1st. You better be in that game.
Let's do it. That's what we're striving for right now. Don't even worry about it, man. We off to a good start. We're gonna keep it rolling. I'm ready.
I wanted to also. I said this on yesterday's episode, but I'm doing my first live show for my podcast.
Hey,
August
congrats.
31st.
Congrats.
I know I'm not nervous, but it's just a little weird because it's like when I do my podcast, I just talk about sports.
Yeah.
But this live show is going to be very different. It's not going to be me sitting there talking about sports. Like I got to entertain the folks and have fun and mix it up. But I'm very excited. I know you can't be there because you will be in the championship because my show is August 31st, championship September 1st.
Hey.
But
where's it gonna be at?
It's in Miami. I have to.
I'm mad that I ain't gonna get to go to Miami because that's our bye week.
Why can't you just go?
Got responsibilities.
Oh my God. Anyway, Miami can wait. You have plenty of time for Miami after the championship. But good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you guys listening. This episode will be up very, very soon. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel and support me by spreading my link. And tickets will be on sale Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is really 7 a.m. for LA. Make sure you support your girl. Get some tickets. I love you guys. Peace.
My dog, nigga, my dog, and we don't get money together. You go through a trial, you ducking the laws, and fucking, we ducking together. She getting wild and you kill a nigga, we bury and shovel together. I got you forever and ever.